In this video, what we're going to look at is how to change large numbers that are written in scientific notation back into their normal form. So we have our success criteria down here, which are the 3 steps we need to do in order to be able to do this. Now we have here 3.24 times 10 to the 6. What that means is we're going to take this 3.24 and multiply it by 10 6 times in a row. Now a good way to kind of lay this out is to first of all write the first part of the number out here without the decimal point. So if I've got that 3.24, just writing those digits out again, but without the decimal point, so 3, the 2 and the 4 with no decimal point there. The next thing is we know that when we multiply by 10 it moves the decimal point 1 space, but we're going to do this 6 times in a row. So we're going to move the point from where it is now to its new position. So the decimal point is currently between the 3 and the 2, so it's currently there. I want to move it 6 spaces to coincide with my multiplication by 10 6 times. So I'm going to move it from there once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to put it in nice and clear there. Make sure your answer only has 1 decimal point in it, so I shouldn't have a point here anymore. I've moved it to here. Each of these spaces, each of these little troughs, they need to be filled with zeros. And then what generally I would do, because that looks a bit of a mess, I would probably write that out underneath just a little bit neater, and that is my answer in full form. We'll try those steps again. So step 1, write the first part of the number without the decimal point. So this here, this 2.134, I'm simply going to write it out as 2134, and we are looking to multiply by 10 2 times. So we're going to move the decimal point twice basically. So decimal point is currently here. I want to move it twice. So I'm going to just count from where it is. It's currently here, so I'm going to move it once, twice, and I'm going to put it in its new position there. And I'm going to write that out a little bit neater, 213.4, like that. So now I'm going to get you guys to try this yourself. So what we've left here is the 3 steps you can follow, so you can look at them to help you. And we want you to take this 3.8 times 10 to the 7 and put it back into normal form. So pause the video here, try the question, and then press play when you're ready to go over it. So following step 1 there, write out the number without the point, or the first part of the number, this 3.8. So I'm just going to write out 38. And then step 2, move the point from where it is now to its new position. So the point is currently between the 3 and the 8. I'm multiplying by 10 7 times, so I need to move the point 7 spaces from where it is between the 3 and the 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces, and place it in its new position. The next thing is each of these little spaces here, these gaps, they need to be filled with zeros, and then we'll just rewrite it. So each of these little troughs, you imagine, they're just sitting in those little troughs, those zeros up to that end. And lastly, I would rewrite that a little bit neater without all the lines underneath it. Also, that's valid working. You should definitely do that, just neatening it up at the end.